So for some reason or another, you find yourself in need of a book with a red cover to read. This is going to be the first in a series of videos where I am recommending books based on specific colors on the cover. So if you find yourself in a readathon where you need a book that is red, this is the video for you. Hello my lovely friends, it's Margaret. Welcome back to my channel. This is one in a 5-part series where I am recommending books to the different teams for the Amazing Readathon. If you are not on the red team, don't worry, your color is coming later in the week, but the rainbow goes in a specific order. Hi, hello, we're starting with red. A couple of quick disclaimers before we get started. Just a reminder that the cover color prompt is worth 50 points, but there are also 2 other prompts that can get you 50 extra points on the book. So like the color of the cover of the book that you read, if it doesn't match your team color, it will not be the end of the world. You can also get extra points by reading books by a BIPOC author or translated works. The other disclaimer is that I am eyeballing these. If you feel that you need to double check and maybe it's not 51%, go ahead. Go double check. For this series, I just looked at the covers, and if I wouldn't be mad for another team using it, then I included it on this list. I'm going to go into these real rapid fire quick. If you want more information about the book, I will have it linked down below on Goodreads. You can go check it out there to read the synopsis and all of that. I'm not going to get into a lot of detail. All right? Let's go. For this video, I'm going to be recommending several books that I have read and definitely am like, yeah, this is a good book. And then I'm also going to, at the end, tell you what books I would be reading from my TBR if I were on the red team. I am also going to be trying to describe all of these in under a minute because I want to keep things nice, short, and sweet. So, I have a timer. I have books. Minute each, not all of the books under a minute. No, let's not do that. Our first book that we're going to talk about is Nocturna by Maya Montaigne. This is a YA fantasy set in a fantasy land. We have a prince of the dark past and a thief with face-stealing magic that end up getting caught into like this big dark magic that is returning. We also have the Scorpio Races by Maggie Stiefvater. This is set in an alternate universe where there are man-eating horses that every November people capture these horses as they come in from the sea, and then they try to train them so that they can race on them. Lots of people die. It's bloody, gory. It's also a very good time, especially if you are a horse girl. Also, there's like a really beautiful pining romance between our 2 main characters who both have very important reasons that they need to win this race, but also like are getting to the point where like they also want the other person to win the race. Then we have Leviathan by Scott Westerfeld. This is a steampunk alternate history following Franz Ferdinand's son, who in real life did not exist. But in this one, he exists, and he is on the Austrian side where they have very advanced mech. On the Ally side, Darwin unlocked the gene code, and they have these really like advanced hybrid beasties that they are able to make. And so Alec, our main character, ends up meeting up with a British Navy or airman that has disguised herself as a man so she can be in the British Air Force, goes from there and follows them throughout World War I as they are trying to, like, he's trying to get away from all these people that are trying to kill him because they wanted his dad to. It is a very, if you are a history nerd but you like alternate histories, this is a very good fun time, especially if you're into steampunk. Then we have The Wrath and the Dawn by Renee Adia. This is a retelling of 1001 Arabian Nights. We follow Scheherazade. She is specifically trying to get into the Sultan's, like be one of the Sultan's concubines because he killed someone close to her. She wants revenge for her friend's death, and then she gets in there and realizes that things may not be as they seem, and there's a situation that the greater populace is not aware of. We also have Winter Counts by David Heska Wambley-Wyden. This is an adult thriller. This is a book set on the Rosebud Indian Reservation in South Dakota, and it is following a man who has been making a living as an enforcer as he is trying to unravel a drug case that has come onto his reservation and has also involved people that he very dearly cares about and is putting them in a tough situation, and so he's going through trying to unravel all of this and trying to save his family. And the final recommendation that I have is To Have To Hoax by Martha Waters. This is an adult Regency romance. It's about a couple kind of having a second chance after they had a falling out several years ago, but then one of them gets in an accident, doesn't tell his wife, she gets mad about that, decides that she is going to show him what it feels like to find that information out secondhand, and so she starts faking an illness, and he realizes she's faking an illness, and then they're just one-upping each other for the entire book. It's fantastic. And then for books that are on my TBR that I would read if I was on the red team, we have The Girl Who Circumnavigated Fairyland in a Ship of Her Own Making. Did I get that right? I got that right. This is by Catherine M. Valenti, by the way, and it is about a young girl who circumnavigated fairyland in a ship of her own making. I don't know. This is a middle grade fantasy, and that is the most that I know about it. The other book that I have is Hearts, Strings, and Other Broken Things by Jacqueline Firkins. This is a retelling of, I believe it is Mansfield Park? Yes, it is a retelling of Mansfield Park. And those are some of the books that you can check out if you are on the red team and you're looking for books that have red covers. Keep your eyes out. The yellow team is next, and when that video is up, I will put it right over here. That is it for now, my friends. Happy reading, and I will see you later when we will talk about more wordy, nerdy things. Bye!